some of the world's longest palm fronds. There is some longer in Australia. The leaves are used for thatching of your houses. The nut itself like a miniature coconut where you extract palm oil. And you also get heart of palm to eat from this tree. In Belize, we mainly eat the heart of palm in the Holy Week, meaning like Good Friday, Holy Sunday, and those days. This is all a secondary growth forest. This was all slashed and burnt and planted with corn and beans and squash. A primary forest will have a canopy, and it will have a second layer and a third layer, and it will be very clear underneath because the larger trees cut the light off from the smaller trees to get germinated.
What did you call the palm?
C-O-H-U-N-E, cahoon, or Bignia cahoon. Or you could just say cahoon nut. From that nut itself, they make little jewelries from them. Only a wee. You like to climb? Let's go up. Let's do it. Okay, guys, you can go up now.
We're on top of the high temple. Mayans.
Very, very high temple.
Very high temple. Well, I'll show you the way down first.
Plan of the Apes. How about the zombie movie? Raised to the Grave is very good. Oh, it's a howler monkey! Ah!
What are you talking about, weirdo?
Finds it. Like this drug that essentially but it makes you like do this crazy trip first. So they like mass produce it as little like ecstasy tablets and then hand it out at this rave. Yeah. And so all these kids at this like Halloween rave party are taking this drug and then it's turning them into zombies like a few hours later.
So that's the view from the high temple. Pretty amazing. Once in a lifetime, you know.
Oh yeah.
Try to capture the moment.
Turn around.
Now let me get done doing this.
Okay.
Alright.
underneath that stela, they found a burial of 5 children. They find obsidian, jade, another church was buried underneath that big stela there.
Wow.
Probably there were children that were sacrificed between the age of 5 to 8. This is the face of this ruler. You see part of his face is chipped off. Whenever he dies, they chip a part of his face off to relieve his spirit. This is his forehead. All this is a headdress. He's all dressed up for a ceremony. He's holding a ceremonial scepter across his arm. You can see his shoulder and his elbow come this way. He has all these big jade stuff around here. He has this Olmec face around his neck and around his waist to remind him of his origin. Mayas are descendants of the Olmecs, mainly from the Pacific coast. But a volcano erupted on the Pacific coast that covered that area with almost 10 feet of ash. So those people were forced to move. That's why you find them down in these lowlands like in Belize and like part of Guatemala. Either you move the ash or you were forced to move, so they had to move. A part of his feet have broken off, so you see why these people do not climb in front of these people, because he's wearing about 40 to 50 pounds of excess garb. He will huff and puff if he climb in front of his people. This guy was the ruler here at 608, but this thing here was built in 625. Seemed like his son dedicated this monument to his father because he died, and this was built in his honor at 625. This little glyph here is the emblem glyph of the site, Mayan Ain. This little glyph right here. Every book will say Lamanai, but it should be Ain. Looks like a little crocodile there. And there's another glyph here, looks like some smoke is coming out from a shell. So the archaeologists decide we will just call this guy Lord Smoking Shell. We'll never know his right name. You know, there's some other glyphs. I'm not very good at the Mayan writing, but in here is some Mayan church that was dug up at this site right here. We just need somebody to put it together. Like a crossword puzzle, you know, try to get the pieces to fit. So we decide to leave it there. You can see some of them still have some paint on them.
And how old are those?
These are probably from 700s, 650 AD or so.